And we are live. Hello, hello, hello. Should I do my intro? Welcome to Trouble with Tish. I am Tish and I be Trouble. And if you are a returner, welcome back. Probably going to wait for a few people to come in. I know there are other people live right now. So I understand if people are going to show up because I really want to be a Debbie's life too. But, you know, we do Tuesdays, so it is what it is. Let's pull up the palette picker. All right. Tell you what, I am not liking this foundation so far. It is kind of crusty and dusty. Not really my cup of tea. But yeah, I'm going to see that on a Weird Test Wednesday. So, all right. So I think I'm just going to spin the wheel and see what we get. Natasha Denona, I need a warm. All right. It's not really an out there kind of palette, but just step in the way. Let's see. I need a warm. Where did we go? Oh, we got something in the way. Yep. Woohoo! I found it. Put that back. All right. So we have the I need a warm palette. Well, that's what it should look like. Very neutral. Very neutral. But I am seeing one of them shades. Call my name. Oh, for sure. Ooh, yeah. I think we're going to use that one. All right. So let me grab. I think I'll grab this for my face palette. And all right, it doesn't want to go back in, so we're not going to force it. I don't really care. I think we'll go back to this. All right. So I'll just leave this there for now. And then have a strawberry Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard Protein Shake because I'm hungry and I haven't eaten anything. They're not the worst thing in the world, but they're definitely not the best. All right, so probably just going to do a black liner. Seems like the thing to do. Let's get some brows. I never really know if I'm doing my brows like correctly, and I'm not really a fan of doing them on camera. However, I didn't put them on before I started filming, so my bad. All right. Not close enough for government work. My dad used to say that. Close enough for... Oh, don't go nowhere. Dropping stuff. But my dad used to say that. Close enough for government work. He used to drive me crazy. And of course, now I say it. Gotta concentrate. Looks like it's just me right now. But that's okay. I'm actually used to talking to myself, so, you know. There we go. Good enough, good enough. Let's see. I tried this one last time. Let's go with that one. I have some that I'm not really a fan of, and this was one of them. So, what I've been doing is putting an X on the bottom of the ones I want to get rid of. So that I don't have to use them again. Alright, I did choose one. Okay. And since we're using Natasha Denona, let's go with the Natasha Denona eye base. You know, you only ever note clothes when I'm live. Why do you guys do this? You're fired. I'm going to replace you. Yes, I'm talking to my stuff. It is what it is. It's funny. You think about it. People look at you less weird when you talk to yourself. When you start talking to inanimate objects, they kind of look at you funny. All right, I don't really remember if I've used this or not. No alarms. Okay, you stay over there. All right, let's put it on with this. Last time I spent a lot of time looking over here because that's where my laptop is. So, goal this time around, look at the camera. All right. Good enough, good enough. I kind of wonder. Works for me. Looks good enough. All right, so I like that. Do not know what shades I'm going to use, because it's probably going to be a pretty quick look. I mean, it's not like we have a huge assortment of shades to go with. I kind of just want a basic Look. I'm dipping into this flashover shade. If you're interested, I'm using the Cosmic Brushes 3. Ugh. My eyeballs is dry. All right. Let's see. Just going to put this right here on the outer corner here. Outer B. I don't think it was as dark as I thought it was going to be. Okay, well, she builds. So, that's good. Trying to get it rounded off there. Oh, that's not, I just didn't even bring that all the way in. All right. Let's kind of try to match them. Make them look, same-ish. Because continuity would be great. Today I have a kid home sick. And it's conference week. So he's missing half days. Good enough. Good enough. All right. I'm going to take this Blend Bunny B1 and I'm going to go into Vim right here. This brush is just a little bit more fluffy than the last one. Okay, well, that shade is not that much different from the last shade. In fact, it looks like it's darker. Why does it look like it's darker? Okay, well, let's just match the other side. Let's go with a different shade here. I think I'm going to go in with Fervor. Let's see if we can't make that a little bit lighter. Hey, Janet. I want to be at Debbie's live so bad. How are you? Hey, Carla. Thank you guys for coming in. I'm just sitting here talking to myself, doing some makeups. Yeah, isn't she still alive? Oh, I have to go back and watch it. Hey, Justice. I was trying to hurry up and get mine done so I could go over and watch hers. So we are using Natasha Denona. I Need a Warm. That is a color story. I went in with this one in the outer V, and then I tried to use this one to kind of blend it out, but it's dark. So I'm using this Fervor shade to kind of lighten it up a little bit, give it a little bit of gradient. Well, on the bright side, I can go back and watch back. It's not the same as being there, though. I'm pouting. Aw, thank you. Trying to do an interesting look with a nude palette is kind of it's more challenging than creating an interesting look with a color palette, though, for sure. Ah, Debbie concentrates when she does her lips. I concentrate when I'm trying to blend. Oh, and my eyes are so dry today. I do not know why. Okay. I'm going to use this B4 brush from Blend Bunny. My husband and I just started a diet, and I keep trying to explain to him that diet alone isn't going to be the answer. You gotta exercise too. He is not interested at all. At all. Like, you wanna go for a walk? Not really. Like, you wanna take me for a walk? You just don't concentrate. Uh, that's close enough. Let's just get a floofy brush and kind of cheat. See, can you tell? This shade is darker here. So he's not, I don't think he's really aware of the whole difference between losing fat and losing muscle. He's like, I lost 15 pounds doing it this way. I'm like, okay. But 15 pounds of what? That's irritating me. The shade here being darker than the shade on the outer. Okay, so I used this shade, and then this shade is darker than this shade. Yeah, it's not patchy. It's the problem is that shade, that lighter shade, what looked like a lighter shade, is actually a darker shade. And now it's irritating me that it's sitting there in my face playing. So we're just gonna see if we can even it out a little bit by running that, the shade that looks lighter but is actually darker. We're cheating. Because that's gonna drive me crazy. It's kind of feels like it's trying to be patchy. I haven't had this problem before. We're just gonna windshield wiper it and see if we can force it to do what I want it to do. Ugh. It's just it. It's looking patchy and it's driving me crazy. Oh, cheese and rice. We're gonna. You can just. Okay. So. Yeah. My problem is that those are my choices for shimmers. I'm going to use this one and that one. And we're going to use a sponge tip applicator so we can have a little bit of control. That was a lot more peachy on the eye than I was expecting. I liked the I Need a Nude palette. I'm not sure I like this one like that. I'm judging. Okay, now this one, I just want to put it everywhere because it's so pretty. I like that one better. Like, don't overtake the other shade, but I don't want to. You know, it also could be the primer that I used, because I didn't use the normal primer that I use. I used the Natasha Denona. Maybe that's got something to do with it. Let's see. You just kind of pull everything to the side there. Good enough. I'm not going nowhere. Oh, wait, yeah, I am. Wow. Yeah, I like that one. That one is shifty. It's got a little green shift to it, and orangey pinky shift to it. What are we doing? What are we doing? I'll take that darker shade and do I want to? Yeah. I feel like when I go to the pickup line, when I have makeup on, I feel like all of the moms are just looking at me like, what the heck is wrong with her? It could be a me thing. They could just not even care. Could just be me imagining stuff. But, you know, I'm just like, ooh. I get a look done, and I'm like, do I really want to wear that to go pick up kids? You know? Sometimes I wonder. Or that lighter shade. It's more peachy. I just feel like they're looking at me like, don't you like do makeup for like a living? You have a YouTube channel? You know? Why would they think that your mom is fat? I mean, I understand like genetics and stuff, but I always feel like people have this weird idea of what fat actually is. Because there's a difference between I'm not comfortable in my body and like fat. I love tattoos. She has tattoos or she doesn't have tattoos? I think that means she has tattoos. Yeah. I think kids are weird in general, so It is what it is. I think kids are mean too. They will tell you about yourself quicker than anybody else. Grown-ups, they got a little bit of couth, and if you look bad, they will be like, "Oh, hi." A kid will be like, "You don't look good today. You're dressed funny today." It's like, thanks for the confidence boost, kiddo. They will ruin your confidence in anything you got going on. One of the kids at my son's school, she was leaving the school, driving home, and she was like 3 cars in front of me, and she's going across the intersection, and it's a 4-way stop. Some guy just plowed into her, just plowed right into her. I was just like, dude, how do you plow into somebody when one direction is 30 and the other direction is 20 miles an hour? Like, how are we running into people so badly that's crazy? But she's sitting there and she's calling him like racist names and stuff, and I was like, whoa, that's not gonna help. She's like, it's okay because I'm Mexican, I can say that. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. I'm just saying, yelling and screaming and calling names not gonna help, I promise you. Yeah, she was okay physically. I think she freaked out. I don't think she's been in an accident before. She kept screaming about how she just dropped $45,000 on the car, which pretty much means her parents dropped $45,000 on the car. But she said that he was laughing when he hit her and had sped up. Now, I didn't see that part. I just saw the part where he hit her and she had the right of way. Like, so I mean, I wasn't really paying attention so much to the guy's face or whatever. But I got out of the car and I was like, okay, does anybody need water? Do you need me to call the cops? But in Washington State, it's hard because the cops will tell you, oh, well, unless somebody is hurt or needs medical care, we're not coming. Right, Justice? Part of you gets sucked back into the old days where Jerry Springer was still on, and you're like, yeah, fight. My bet was on her, though. That girl looked tough. Oh, here we go. I'm going to use the Sydney Bathers from Nomad. Get us a little bit of bronzer. Hey, Jen. Trying to get this look done real quick. I gotta go into the bathroom and take all of the frou-frous out of the bathroom. My niece keeps getting into stuff, and it's just easier to take stuff out. Hey, Tiffany. It's easier to just kind of remove the temptation than it is to expect an 8-year-old's going to stay out of all my skincare and all of my lotions and potions and stuff. I woke up the other day and I hear her in the bathroom because I wake up when she goes into the bathroom. It's like, seems like it's like 5:30ish in the morning on a school day. And she's in there and I'm listening for the flush of the toilet. And I'm listening for the flush of the toilet. I'm listening for the flush of the toilet. There's no flush in the toilet. So I get up and I am kind of listening. And I hear her messing with stuff. I'm like, oh Lord. So I knock and I go in and I'm like, hey, what are you doing? She comes around the corner. She has leave-in conditioner all over the top of her head. And she's like smoothing it in, trying to, I mean, it's just this big pasty mess. And I was like, it's a school morning. And I already run a tight schedule on a school morning. Taking a little extra time to do your hair. We're fine. Taking a whole bath. It's a little bit different story. So I'm like stressed over time. And she's got all this gunk in her hair. And I was just like, okay, we gotta get you in the tub. And of course, she doesn't want to tell me what she's put in her hair. This morning, you go to brush her hair, and it's like greasy right here and right here. And it's kind of pasted to her head a little bit. And I'm like, well, we just washed your hair last night, so what's in your hair? And she hemmed and hawed. And finally just said, okay, well, fine. I put chapstick in my hair, and I'm just like, okay. So obviously we're having a problem with some of the big girl things around the room. So I think that it's time to remove some of the big girl things around the room. So you have to give me your chapstick, and you're gonna have to ask to have the chapstick to put it on. You don't get to like keep it in your room. And I'm gonna take the hair care stuff and the skin care stuff and kind of take it out of off the counter and away from your view, because apparently we're just having problems with this. Just like, I know she's curious, but I never got into my mom's stuff. I mean, she didn't have like a lot of skincare or hair care stuff, but we knew better. We knew that better than to get into my mom's stuff. Like, that was a big no-no. So it's just trying to adapt to having a little girl in the house has been a very big challenge for me. I've never had a little girl. I've had a 16-year-old and a 14-year-old girl in the house, but not a little girl. And her mom was a little holy terror, so so I'm trying not to like have like, I don't know, like a big reaction so much as like, okay, let's just think about this, because the natural consequence for getting into stuff is, we're going to have to remove that stuff, because obviously it's a problem. It's kind of like kids are fighting over a toy. You just take the toy, and then they don't have anything to fight over, except for the part where they always find something else to fight over. It's just, yeah. So it's a process of her learning, but also me learning. I'm using this orange out of the Head in the Clouds mini mix face palette from Ofra. I have been absolutely loving this orange blush with the orange highlight. Oh, she's not interested in the makeup so much. If she wants makeup, all she has to do is ask. She knows that. And the makeup's not in front of her because I don't have like a whole bunch of makeup in the bathroom. But I also have like all carpet except for in the bathrooms, in the kitchen, and in the laundry room here. So I don't want a whole bunch of stuff in the carpets. So when we play with makeup, we come in here and I like we can play with makeup at that time. Kind of like puddle stomping, you know? If you let them puddle stomp and say, okay, these are the times when we can puddle stomp, they're more likely to listen to you and say, okay, today is not the day, or right now is not the time for puddle stomping. We can do it later. So it's kind of a give and take, you know. I figure if I give her time to play with makeup, she's less likely to get into it when she's not supposed to. If I take her puddle stomping specific times, she's less likely to stomp in a puddle when it's time for school and I don't have time to come in and change her. Hi, Sylvia. So she kind of like ran a little wild with her mom. So it's kind of, her mom's got different stuff, different rules than I do. And it's kind of a learning process. But I can tell when she's going to be not truthful. She'll repeat my question and then kind of stall for time so she can think up something to say where she thinks she won't get in trouble. She asked me, if I tell you the truth, you promise I won't get in trouble? I'm like, no, that's not how it works here, honey. If you're in trouble, you're in trouble. Telling the truth about it isn't going to make a difference. You still have to tell the truth, though. Because I'm not going to lie to her and say, oh, no, if you tell me the truth, you're not going to be in trouble. And then, then she's in trouble because what she did was, needs a consequence. Like she had little pink spots on her face the other day. And I asked her what she put on her face, and she's stalling for time trying to think of something. And I was like, just tell me what you have on your face. And she's like, I had chapstick on my cheeks. I was like, okay, well, that's not where the chapstick goes. It goes on your lips. Having something like chapstick on your face isn't great for your face. So I need you to wipe it off. But like something like that doesn't need a consequence. Just go wipe it off. Right? Oh, yes, Janet. But, not everything needs to be a huge deal. Oh, I got chapstick on. But you do have to, be honest. Yeah. I try to be calm with her. I don't like yelling. That's not to say I will not yell. It's just I try really hard to not yell when, they understand what I'm saying. And yelling isn't for her, it's for me. So it doesn't do any good at actually resolving the situation. We will get it figured out. It's just frustrating sometimes, you know? This one seems like it's like just a hair darker. Okay. What am I doing? I got blush, bronzer, highlight. Gotta make sure that doesn't get on my teeth. Yeah. Well, the nice thing about this situation is my mom had a lot of foster kids. So it's I've learned over the years how I want to parent. I wouldn't say that I am a gentle parent, but I am calm. A lot calmer than I used to be, that's for sure. Calm is kind of the because if I start getting aggravated and yelling, then they're not really going to hear what I'm saying. They're going to block me out. Yelling is good for getting their attention. Hey! Anything after that, it's kind of pointless sometimes. Nah. There needs to be instruction. My brain is not... Okay. I did the eye look. Oh, I know what I'm missing. Mascara. Using this Wander Mile High Club. It's probably a better idea if I get a mirror that's closer to my face than all the way over there. Because my luck, I will end up with mascara in my eyebrows instead of in my eyelashes. Well, the thing with parenting is that some days it's easy, and other days it's hard. And if you spend your entire time parenting and you never once go, oh my gosh, what was I thinking? You're not doing it right. Oh, should I do lashes today? Maybe I should. I don't know. I kind of feel like I was like that with my first. My first child, I was just the worst parent. And I actually did the best thing I could for him, which wasn't to raise him. I had my mom adopt him because I know that my mom is a good parent. So with my oldest, I was really young when I had him. I should not have been doing things to create babies at that point in my time or my life. But, I was 16. You couldn't tell me nothing. I know everything at 16. I forgot all of it. Now, let's just go back in with this for the inner corner. A little bit of this orange. Kind of feel like I need something a little more dense to put that on. Get that to the how I want it to be. But to your comment, Tiffany, I feel like I am a lot better mom now. And I would never tell somebody how to parent unless they're abusive or neglectful kind of situation. Because what works for me and what works for my kids isn't necessarily something that's going to work for everybody or for every kid. Every kid is different. And you kind of just have to... Do I have anything on there? You have to learn the kid and parent accordingly. So whether you feel that you're a good parent or not, parenting advice should always just be given as that advice. My mother-in-law is really good at that. She's like, here's what worked for me. You could try it or don't, It's up to you. She's never been one to tell me what to do. Not big lashes. Okay. Well, yeah, I like smaller lashes. Yeah, it's a lot easier to look back and go, okay, at least we did that for them. Hi, my Shelly. That helps. Definitely helps to have a partner who is right there with you. Yeah, I really do think the kids need two parents. It's just... Well, that would help if I actually got the 10X out. Let me see. There we go. It's so much easier when you have somebody who will help you. With my first, his dad wasn't around, so... And my mom had more help from my grandmother than she did from my dad. I have a hair or something on my face. Maybe I don't. Maybe it's just this foundation. I don't like the foundation right now. Okay, let's see. We'll just use some of these. The Scarlet ones from CxC. What? Don't tell me chicken butt. Ooh. Did you post the makeups? I want to see. Yep. See, the schools are now doing this thing that's making it extra hard on parents, where they're like, okay, school is at this time on these days. And then on this day, we have an hour late start. And I'm just like, why would you do that to parents? Like, that's dumb. Parents have to work. It's not like everyone's got both the parents at the house and can accommodate that kind of a schedule. You can't just go in and tell your boss, oh, hey, sorry, I can't work at that time every day. I kind of need to, have this day where I'm an hour late to work. Bosses don't want to hear that. So now you're making it even harder. Especially when 9 times out of 10, it's going to be the mom who has to change their schedule to accommodate for the schedule change at the school. It just drives me crazy, and it makes zero sense. I always use this glue from CxC. Did you take? Yeah, kids need a regular schedule too. That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't get it. No, that side. Got this hair that wants to come down and play, and as much as we are friends, don't want it in my eyelash. Let's use this one. You should have a problem with the other one. You go there, and you are going there, and you're going to stay, right? We have an agreement. You're staying. Okay, you went on easy. See, is your brother going to be a problem? I bet he is. Have a good day, Jen. Go in there. These are always good for just a real quick lash out the door. And they're not this style here isn't so crazy where you feel like you have to have on a bunch of like a what's the word I'm looking for? Dramatic look. Nice and subtle. It's just a little lash. And the band is really thin too, so the only part is I gotta pick the glue off of it. The glue that they put on it to get it to stick to the plastic. Get up there. Isn't that awesome? I love that palette. But my husband got me some colored rain palettes for Christmas. And that one I had already had, so it's just kind of like, what am I going to do with it? And then when you won my giveaway, I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to send it to Shelly. Yeah, Colored Rain's has a nice formula. Had a nice formula. They closed. Okay. Oh, there you are. Did you take pictures? Did you already answer that question? I missed it. But it was my giveaway. You gotta enter my giveaways. Not because you really care about winning, but because it makes me happy. Okay. Who's calling the shots with the lashes today? Because that was way too easy. Usually have to fight with one. I got it was so warm outside last week, and now it's freezing again. I'm just like, huh? So when I went out this morning, my nose froze, and now it's deciding that it's going to defrost. So it's like fun shenanigans with Tish Day. So now I'm kind of wondering if somebody like threatened my lashes or something before I tried to put them on. And they're like, "You're gonna work today because she's that close. Don't mess with her." Yeah, maybe. It's a possibility that I just yelled at one of my lashes or interrogated them. Who are you? Who do you work for? Oh, no, not that warm. I'm talking like, Washington warm. Like 50s, 60s. We're not getting in the 80s this early. We got to wait for summer for that. Okay. feel flat today. Put on some glowy spray. See if that helps. I feel like it did not. Oh, but it surely did. There we go. Close enough. 60s and 70s. Why do I feel like I have hairs stuck to my face? What the hey? I need to move somewhere that kind of resembles Washington. Send you all the heat. While you're at it, can you just send me like 10 degrees? Just 10 degrees. Be great. I mean, I don't want to be a choosy beggar or anything, but you know. Anything over 10, I'll probably melt. There's a fine line between I'm freezing and my hands hurt and I'm dying, it's hot, and I'm melting. It's about a 10-degree difference. All right. So, did blush, bronzer, highlight. We did not do powder because I have on a matte. Do I need to do? I don't need to do powder. Did an eye look, did the inner corner, did the brows, did the lashes and lips and eyeliner. And I sprayed my face. And Shelly's like, okay, wipe it off and do another look. All right. So, yeah, I put on a highlighter. I used that orange highlighter from the Ofra. I kind of want to take this shifty shade and just run all over the whole lid. Where'd you go? Bronzy, angry goodness. Maybe not the whole lid, but, you know, most of it. Let's go with most of it. Oh, I really like that shade. Oh, we need some more on this side. Gotta even it out. I'm definitely that person that goes to cut their hair. And you're like, oh, it's uneven. Let me even it out. Oh wait, now it's really uneven. Let me even it out. Uh-oh. It's uneven. I gotta even, and then I end up with, you know, no hair. I really like the color. That one shade. But This shade and this shade make me mad. Because even though, okay, so this shade looks darker than this shade. But this shade is darker when you put it on than this shade is. I'm not washing it off. I gotta keep this look on all day because I'm doing a wear test Wednesday. And I'm not happy about it. I can't tell you what foundation it is because then nobody wants to watch on Wednesday. I not promise nothing. I'll sit here and talk though. Because I'm putting off taking the stuff out of the bathroom. I don't want to do it. Oh. Frog legs. Did too. But oh, okay. I can't. I got wear test Wednesday going on. If I just wipe off the look, then I might end up with something crazy. And then we get to the line at the school for pickup, and the moms really are going to be like, "What is wrong with this lady?" I know they're judging. I would too. Not do it. I call the shots. Oh, these pants are digging. I need to. You know what's hilarious? I have a couple few shirts with alcohol stuff on them, and I'm not a drinker. I make alcohol at Christmas time. I'm not a drinker. I think I might be a little weird. Like I made a whole bunch of apple pie moonshine. I tasted it. It's good and all. I don't want to drink it. I made Irish cream, and I took a shot on Christmas Eve for my dad because it was his birthday, and that's what we always used to buy him as Irish cream. So that's what we always buy him for his birthday. So I made some, and I took a shot with my sisters on Christmas Eve, and it's in the fridge still. I have to throw that out. Yeah. I don't know how long Irish cream stays good, but it seems like it might probably not be good. I am. Just a little. A little. Oh, my frog. I got a brush hair or something on my face, and it's driving me crazy. Where are you? You're not the right size. Ha ha ha! Was that it? It was not. Did I get it? I got it. I got it. Just a tiny little hair. All right. Gotta go clean bathroom. It's not that much. I just gotta get it done. Somebody convinced me that I can get this done. It's not that much. I got no lipstick on my teeth first. That's good. And then Shelly is like, screw the bathroom. Oh my gosh, I have a sign on my cupboard by the kitchen sink that says fuck the dishes. Because, fuck them dishes. Oh, no, I would much rather do the bathroom. Fuck them dishes. Thank you, Janet. I'm gonna have to go check the thermostat. I think somebody was touching it. Make sure it's down to 68. My husband keeps turning it up to 70. I keep turning it down to 68. It's like a little silent war in our house. All right. Gonna go do the bathroom. Then I'm gonna set the thermostat and unplug the battery. Let's see how long it takes him to figure out why it won't work. And he doesn't watch my videos, so he'll just have to live. Okay. I'm gonna go do the bathroom. Bye. I will see you all next Tuesday to another live. So if you can be here, be here. If you cannot, I will see you on the next one. Love you much, much, much. Bye. Have a good day. Bye, Janet. Bye, Shelly. Bye, Carla. Bye, Tiffany. Anybody else here? Bye to my 2 other people that I'm not seeing. Bye.